All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. I wanted to welcome you all to our road show. Oops, hitting buttons here as I try and walk up the stairs. So just a little bit of administrivia before we get started. So thank you all for making it. If you're not aware, the Wi-Fi, you joined a Mason, and then there's a little tiny link when you join there. You have to go to itservices.gmu.edu. You can create an account, and it'll work for like the next 7 days here on campus. Free Wi-Fi, it's pretty fast and whatnot, works nicely. Additionally, I wanted to talk a little bit about Apache for those who aren't aware of our foundation. So we're an organization. As of tomorrow, we will be 20 years old. We started a little bit before that as the Apache Group. We'll be having one of our original members here as our keynote, Jim Jagielski. But for those of you who aren't aware of our organization, we have over 380 projects underneath our umbrella. Many of them you guys have heard of maybe, HTTPD and Hadoop and Spark and Mesos and Spam Assassin, my personal one. But underneath this umbrella, we have some of the most intrinsic products in the internet today. You know, three of the points I like to tell people when I'm talking about the Apache Software Foundation is that 80% of the websites in the world run some portion of our software. Every plane in US airspace is tracked with our software. Every smartphone on the planet has our software on it. So a lot of people don't necessarily know who we are. We're fine with that. We don't do a whole lot of blowing our own horn. But, you know, we're very proud of what we've done. And, you know, I hope you guys get a chance to look at it. If you go to projects.apache.org, you can see our many projects. And also one of my pages that I really like is apache.org/logos. And you can see the logos for all of our myriad products. And the logos are amazing and just really speak to how geeky engineers can be when we want to name projects. So. Additionally, I'm going to invite JP Auffret up here. JP is our co-host along with Pong. They're from GMU with the Center for Assurance Research Engineering. And basically that is as it says here, it's a research center. It focuses on cybersecurity. It's housed in the Volganau School of Engineering. And I'm going to let JP tell you a little bit about it and some of their projects.
Thank you, Kevin, and welcome to George Mason. And thank you for partnering on the day. It's been wonderful working with Kevin and working with the Apache Foundation. Our research center, it's a research to practice research center. It's multidisciplinary, as Kevin said. It's within the School of Engineering. We have a range of projects. Some are quite technical. We have two currently with DARPA. One is trying to assess whether Internet of Things device has been compromised by changes in electromagnetic field or power consumption. And a second one is on distributed denial of service. A way of doing a shifting of servers, a shuffling. Then we have some policy projects, for example, one with IBM on smart grid and smart grid standards, and then a range of governance projects, one currently with National Science Foundation working with cities and counties trying to facilitate partnering on cybersecurity governance and procurement and also staffing. The idea being majority of cities and counties are really quite small and have limited budgets and expertise, and there's a great value in partnering, but there's oftentimes institutional barriers. The practice side, we have one spin-off company, mobile cybersecurity company, CryptoWire, which is now headquartered over in Tysons. So again, thank you very much for joining, and thank you, Kevin, for organizing today, and looking forward to talking to many of you. Thanks.
All right, well, thank you all. So a little bit about today. So today is kind of what I call a head-hurting exercise. It's a whirlwind. We've asked all the speakers to talk for only 20 minutes. They'll have 5 minutes for Q&A after that, and then a few minutes to go between the two rooms. The full schedule is online. I'm sorry, we're a charity, so we kind of ran out of money to keep printing things, so couldn't get printouts done, but wanted to make sure you guys know the rough schedule. We're going to start the keynote here in just a few minutes. We're going to have a coffee break at 10:15. Please visit some of the sponsors that are out front. Additionally, we'll have talks during lunch. So lunch will be served where the continental breakfast is at now. You'll be able to come back in here. There'll be different talks going on in the different areas. We'll also be having a key signing if you arrange that. And we'll be having a small, I'll call it a study group on Ballerina as well. And we will also have an afternoon snack. One of the key things about the afternoon snack, to let you guys know, this is celebrating our 20th anniversary, which is tomorrow, so we'll have cupcakes in Apache colors. And I'm trying to think, there's other things. The coins. So if you're a speaker and you didn't get your coins, please go see the front registration desk. They'll give you coins. For those of you who are not from this area, we have challenge coins, and I'll talk a little bit more about what challenge coins are. But effectively, if you ask a good question, your speakers have been given some extra ones to give out, at least one. They also have some they can give out discretionary. And if you're an Apache member, please see me, and I'll try and get you a coin as long as we still have some left. So, and we'll talk, in my end note, we'll talk about what the challenge coins are and what they mean. Other than that, I would be remiss not to thank numerous people, which I will, I'm sure, forget some, but I want to thank our sponsors, and I'm going to read them off to you. So Google is our platinum sponsor. We then have Linode, AWS, Red Hat, and GridGain. Additionally, we have Dido and ClearEdge, Bloomberg Engineering, and Security University, and of course, GMU's Center for Assurance Research Engineering. So please give a hand for them. We couldn't do this as cheaply as we did today. And for those of you who have who signed up in advance, we should have enough books for everybody. The author, John P. Carlin, will be here later today, I think around noon, to sign books. So please do avail yourself of that opportunity. He's a great guy. And with that, I think we're a little ahead of schedule. Do you want to go ahead and get started, Jim?